Hi guys, Will here from WB Trading. So I'm literally about to share with you the number one reason why I'm able to trade profitably today. And I'm going to walk you through one of the trades live that continues to make me profitable. So stay with me and let's get into it. Now, if I would have acted on emotion yesterday morning on DAX, I would have missed out on a 6.1R trade. And for those of you who don't know what that means, it means I made 6.1 times the amount of money I risked on the trade. So let's say you were trading my DAX strategy with me yesterday and you risked £100. You made £610 in profit on this one trade. Now back to what happened today. The old me, the me that used to consistently lose money, used to trade with emotion. No strategy, no plan. I'd look at the market and attempt to predict, just like I was told to. Just like I was told to do by the discretionary traders with their levels and their indicators and supply and demand zones and so on. Maybe that's you now. Maybe that's what you're still doing. And maybe it's why you're losing money, just like I was myself. But thankfully, I didn't act on emotion yesterday. Thankfully, I followed my plan. I followed my strategy. I traded my edge. Now, this is why it's so crucial to have a framework in place. Let me explain. Yesterday morning as the market opened, I was looking at this. Now, the market was, in my opinion, screaming, get short. We'd failed to make a new high. We were in a consistent downtrend following yesterday's huge down move, and we'd retraced slightly overnight, which usually signals a continuation. We were making new lows, and so on and so on and so on. All the signs from a guessing perspective, from a discretionary perspective, from a trying to read and predict the market perspective, was shouting, get short. The problem was our DAX strategy gave us a buy signal. It told us to buy the market when this happened. Now, if you haven't learned the DAX strategy, obviously you won't have a clue why we're being told to get long down here, and you won't have any idea where our target is or why the target is where it is. But for you guys who have learned the strategy, I'm sure you were as nervous as me going into this trade yesterday morning. I mean, I was saying to myself, am I really about to buy into this monumental down move? Every ounce of my being, honestly, was saying, no, skip this one today, Will, stand aside. Look at the market, for God's sakes. Do not buy this market. Look at it. But our edge, our statistically proven edge that's backed up by rigorous black and white data that proves beyond a shadow of a doubt that this very setup provides wins that have been as high as 16.2R in the past, said to buy the market. And to make matters even more daunting, the stop distance given to us was a tiny 7 points, with a target of almost 60 points away. Again, I thought to myself, am I really buying a market that yesterday fell by hundreds of points and is in every single area that I can identify saying to get short? Now, at this stage, honestly, I took a breath. I reminded myself of what's got me to where I am today and is the reason I now trade full time, and that's this. I have a statistically proven source of edge and a set of crystal clear black and white rules in place that allow me to capitalize on this edge. All I need to do is follow it. So that's exactly what I did. I took the trade just as I do every day as soon as the setup triggers. This is what happened next. So as you can see, we shot to target, banking a pretty monumental 6.1R within an hour. This is why a mechanical strategy is so powerful, guys. This is why I remove all of the guessing, the predicting, the worrying, the emotion from trading. Because acting on this noise, this nonsense, it rarely delivers profits. And it's even rarer that it delivers trades the size of 6.1R without any work whatsoever. Not to mention the 7.2R we had literally, last Thursday, just a few sessions ago. You know, we're now 5 weeks into the year and we're just under 20R up by doing nothing but following the strategy. The simple set of rules once every morning. Guys, my point is this: no one can predict the market, and yet this is exactly what the vast majority attempt to do. And they wonder why they consistently lose money. Why struggle? Why waste the time and the energy that comes with getting caught up in the worrying, the anxiety that attempting to predict without a clear process or framework brings? when a mechanical edge delivers hugely better results with literally none of the trouble. A mechanical edge literally frees you from the worry, the stress, the anxiety, and the panic that trading with discretion forces on you. I'm sure many traders had losing days as they tried to read and feel where the DAX would head yesterday. We did none of that. We waited for our entry signal, we executed and profited. And that's all we ever need to do. Guys, ask yourselves this. What impact would an edge that could finally free you from all of the roadblocks that have held you back so far have on your trading? And you know the roadblocks that I'm talking about. I'm talking about the guessing, predicting, worrying, stress, anxiety, and all of the other hurdles that discretionary strategies leave blocking your path to profitability. If I could share this strategy with you right now so that you could completely remove all of the above, all of the guessing, the predicting, the worrying, the doubt caused by the usual discretionary strategies that, as we've just seen right in front of us, just lead around in circles, how would that impact your trading? Imagine a consistently profitable strategy that genuinely not only made trading easy, but stress-free, worry-free. And if you're thinking to yourself, Will, that doesn't exist, well, here's my deal ticket from today's DAX trade to prove I traded the exact edge I just walked you through. Black and white proof. Not only that, I live tweeted this morning a minute after I closed the trade. And guys, I'm not the only person trading this edge. I've actually coached quite a handful of traders now who've gone from consistently losing money to finally trading profitably and consistently. And these guys interact with me regularly. I'll bring their feedback on screen for you right now. I mean, the feedback speaks for itself, doesn't it? All of these guys are doing so well now. It's just brilliant to see. Guys, I could literally show you positive feedback after positive feedback from a huge handful of the traders I've worked with now. But again, all we do on a daily basis is wait for our setup to form, execute, and walk away. And if that sounds too good to be true, you need to see this. So one of the traders I've worked with, Matt, whose feedback is below, he thought so too at first. But in the end, he decided to join me in trading my pound-dollar strategy. He took it upon himself to join me on a USD JPY trade that we took together at the end of December. And he ended up banking over £10,000 on that trade. And yes, you did just hear me say that. Over £10,000 in one trade. Here's the proof. I mean, these are his words sent directly to me. No prompt. You know, I wasn't asking for this message to be sent. He sent this over as a thank you. And I mean, just imagine banking a trade of that size. And the thing is, all Matt did to earn that £10,000 was wait for the setup, take the trade, place his stop, place his target, and walk away. Incredible results for very little work. Now, I can't lie, yes, it took me weeks and months of hard work and very expensive education and mentoring to learn what I've learned. That being how to identify edges, build strategies around them, build performance data on them, and take them live. But it was all worth it. Every penny of the thousands of pounds I've spent now training with professional traders really has returned to me tenfold. I've always had the attitude, why struggle when you can go directly to a successful, profitable trader, adopt their strategy, and trade it with them right behind you to provide support? If you'd like me to, then this is exactly what I can do for you. Listen, you've most likely read my story over at my website, but I used to make all of the usual mistakes, the ones that maybe you're making right now. Exiting trades early out of fear, greed, running losses in the hope they turn around and come good, taking trades that weren't either part of my plan or my strategy, and that's if I even had a strategy in place. I was trading with emotion and without a doubt, without edge. And the thing is, without edge, you're toast. You will never, ever succeed as a trader without it. And it's exactly what my strategies provide. Statistically proven sources of edge alongside a clear list of rules to implement on a daily basis. With my strategies in place, you'll finally know exactly where to enter, where to place a stop, where to place your take profit, and after that you'll walk away completely removing emotion from the equation. The question I'd ask you right now is, are you trading without edge? If so, quite frankly, you're destined to remain on the hamster wheel, losing money month after month. But I mean, it isn't your fault. We've all been there. I've been there. As soon as we come into this industry, we're given the same old trend lines, Bollinger Bands, stochastics. We're given the same old predict the market. We're given the same old follow my signal service, and so on. The losing money begins, and it doesn't end until you find strategies that, like those I trade, provide edge. Now, if you're thinking to yourself, why haven't I heard of a mechanical strategy before? I agree with you. It amazes me that more traders don't know that we're able to use statistics to prove a strategy provides edge, and then simply apply rules to the parameters and follow these rules. It amazes me that the vast majority of traders out there still think that you have to use trend lines, pivot points, MACD, fundamental analysis, live rooms, etc. to profit from the markets. It's just not true, guys. Then again, the vast majority of traders lose money, don't they? So why are you doing what they do? That's the reason that those of us trading, using statistically proven strategies that provide edge, are profitable, whilst the majority of other traders aren't. Honestly, the same month I began trading mechanical strategies, I finally became consistently profitable from there. And there's absolutely nothing stopping you from doing the same. And you literally would have banked today's win with us. You literally would have banked 6 times what you risked on the trade. You could have turned £50 today into over £350. You could have turned £100 into over £600. You even could have turned £1,000 into over £6,000 on today's trade. And again, the results speak for themselves. The constant tweets and messages and emails from the traders I work with, the deal tickets that I've shared literally minutes after I've closed a position, the broker statements I've shared in other videos, it all speaks for itself. Guys, do one thing for me. Picture yourself not having to make any more predictions or any more best guesses, and never having to be in a trade where you're feeling worried about the outcome or whether your strategy even works ever again. Imagine removing all of the noise that the majority of traders, the vast majority of whom are losing traders, concern themselves with, like we talked about earlier, and just having a proven strategy in place and a clear set of rules to follow. I mean, would that not just have a huge impact on your trading? If you feel you'd benefit from adopting the strategies, just head over to my website, click on join my community. I'll put the link in the description here on YouTube for you guys to make it even easier. But I just want to stress, you're not just learning a strategy here, guys. You're actually gaining control. You're gaining confidence, and you're finally going to gain profitability, which might just finally free you from the need to work for someone else for the rest of your life. Not to mention all of the other advantages. And on top of that, you're going to solve the problem and overcome the obstacles that the vast majority of traders just can't. You're going to completely remove emotion from your trading. No more guesses, no more predictions, no more worry, no more stress. You're going to finally see setups that only professional traders are able to see, and that will finally provide a profitable source of edge for you to capitalize on consistently. Believe me, retail traders, the 90% of traders out there who lose money consistently, don't know that these edges even exist. All you need to do is simply follow the proven rules outlined in the strategy guides that I'll share with you, and the money will take care of itself. Genuinely, your job is simple. Learn the rules, apply the rules, and profit from the strategies. It literally could not be any simpler. Click the link in the description and go and make a start. Put an end to the losing money and the struggling and the worry and the anxiety and so on, and just learn a proven edge. No more wasted time or money. But guys, I mean, if you'd prefer to carry on losing money, I can't stop you, and I'm not going to try. If you prefer to carry on making best guesses, following other traders' calls, paying for live room access, running on the same retail hamster wheel as all of the other traders losing money out there, again, I can't stop you doing that, but What I can do is help you finally trade with confidence, finally end the ongoing losing streak, finally begin trading profitably and making money by learning strategies that provide edge. Guys, if there's one thing I can tell you, it's this. If you really want progress, commit and master. Don't dabble. Put both feet in and go for it. You're not going to lose. The only way life gets better is not by hoping. You and I both know that. It gets better by changing. If you want your life to get better, you need to get better. The question here is, guys, when you open the charts tomorrow morning, do you want to be left having to predict where price will go based on a best guess? Just like in the example we covered earlier. Do you want to stare at a chart, put in all of that time and effort and analysis, only to get it wrong, get stopped out, lose money, and just become more and more stressed and confused and anxious? Or would you prefer to have a proven framework in place, like myself, like the traders I work with, that tells you exactly where price is statistically proven to be headed, along with having clear rules in place that make trading to the target we're presented with easy, stress-free, worry-free? If you'd prefer the second option, the link is there in the description for you. And if you prefer the first option, then all I can do is wish you good luck. I'll leave it there, guys. It's been really great to have you here on the channel today. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching through the video. It is certainly appreciated, and I look forward to having you back here again soon. Thanks, guys.